Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and we are at a make it or break it area. Well, the sentiment's coming actually from a couple different chart analysts, and I'll be sharing multiple opinions in this video pertaining to that. But one of them was specifically quoted as stating such, and I'm going to give you some of the rationale behind that. So we're going to be talking about price in this video, all sorts of outlooks, and I will say that it seems to me that the analysts that I've been following today seem to think that more likely the short-term action here is going to be bullish rather than bearish. But if not, if a certain level isn't held, it could be rather disastrous in the short term in terms of price for Bitcoin and XRP. So that's what I'm getting here. And again, I don't make price predictions. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. But maybe there's some wisdom to like majority opinion sometimes. So I'm going to be sharing with you thoughts of people that actually know how to read charts and do chart analysis, but I'm not one of those individuals. I'm more of a fundamentals guy here, so I just want to be clear that I'm not offering financial advice, and I don't claim to know which things are going. I've never made a price prediction, and I'm never going to. But before we go any further, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you're a fan of Ripple and XRP and bullish price action, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel. And so here's an article from Udite written by Denny Surachuk, and I just want to jump down to the part to kick this all off where he's writing about XRP. It's pretty brief here. So here's the first opinion I want to share with you in this video. XRP has been traded sideways since the last days of November. The coin has fluctuated between the range of 21.5 cents to 23 cents. According to the chart, XRP is located in bearish territory. This is confirmed by the increasing selling volume. The lines of the moving average convergence/divergence, which is MACD, indicator are also moving down, respectively. Traders might expect a turn to the level of 21.5 cents very soon. And I was kind of interested to see that he was talking about the selling volume, because there are other traders I'd cited in recent days, and it's not in this video, but I'll just mention it. There's more than one trader that's saying, yeah, XRP is oversold. That's typically a good indicator. So there you go. But as we stand today, the market cap for the entire asset class is at $198 billion, so still below that $200 billion psychological level. And then Bitcoin's at $7,370, and XRP is at 22.1 cents as I record this. And the 24-hour charts, it looks like it's mostly both Bitcoin and XRP mostly been trading sideways there. Now take a look at this. Here's a tweet from Magic. Massive following. He's got over 69,000 followers on TradingView, which I reported yesterday that he says, and I'm just going to take his word for it. If it's not true, let me know, because it'd be a weird claim to make. But he says that he is the most viewed... his content has been viewed more than anybody else that's on TradingView, period, like on the entire website, which I found to be quite fascinating. Anyway, so he tweeted this out. Pay close attention to what Bitcoin does right here. If it closes today at 7,180 or lower, things could get very nasty. However, a hold here would show that Bitcoin is defining this critical area as support. We're truly at a make or break area. And now he had previously, and I've reported on this, he's previously tweeted out, and he gave like a very thorough analysis actually as to why that it's possible that XRP could go down to 15 cents. And I'm not going to rehash all that because I covered it in recent videos, but he said that there's a good chance, but he wasn't completely firm on the concept of it going down to 15 cents, but he kind of rationalized it. Now, as far as this position, he did go into greater detail here, and I do want to cover just some of this. So here's what he wrote on TradingView. And again, this is too long enough that I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I think you'll get the gist if I just cover the top part here. Bitcoin has two conflicting formations on the chart right now. First, we have the descending wedge shown in black dashes, which is a bullish pattern. However, we also have a head and shoulders pattern on the chart. There is a clear left shoulder, large head, and a clear right shoulder. The neckline of the head and shoulders pattern is shown in red. The question is, which pattern will prevail? That's something that we can't guess. We simply have to monitor both scenarios to see which one will break out first. I am leaning more bearish right now, simply because the bears are clearly in control here. Bitcoin has consistently made lower highs and lower lows, and it is still doing that to this day. Ever since the high of 13,800, The bears have been absolutely dominating Bitcoin. So until that trend changes, we have to give the edge to the bears and the large head and shoulders pattern on the chart. And so, of course, I know I hate it as much as you, but XRP price action is tethered to Bitcoin. That's the reason this matters so much if you're talking about short-term price action. So if Bitcoin tanks, who knows where XRP is going? And I am Mr. XRP bull. And for me, I'm all about long-term. I understand that people don't know what the hell is going on. It's just purely speculative here, but still, it's possible things in the short term could get nasty. Like he says, I don't know. We're just gonna have to watch. Here's a tweet from Patty Stash, and he tweeted this out. For 2 years, Ethereum/Bitcoin has attempted to break through this trend line and has failed for 2 years. And here, I'll just make this full screen for just a moment in case anybody wants to look. This is the chart that he's citing right here. Okay. Then he writes, after writing failed for 2 years, it's again flirting with a breakout. In my opinion, based off how the altcoin dominance chart is currently set, it leads me to believe Ethereum will finally clear resistance. We'll know very soon. So he's been hanging on to this concept for a while, and I have reported on the concept in videos where I talk about price and chart analyst's opinion on price. So he still thinks that this could very well be a thing. Now, somebody named Tronzo responded to him, "Take care, Patty Stash. You expected this so many times before. Don't get me wrong, I like and appreciate your analysis, but at this point of time, it's dangerous." And so Patty Stash responded to that and wrote, "Trust me, the last 2 years were a lot more dangerous than what is to come. The breakdown is coming to an end. That's my point." So he thinks ultimately more bullish, and he cited in the past that he believes this is one of the things that could really be a catalyst for the concept of alt season. So I'm tracking this. It'll be interesting if this does come to pass. We shall see. Here's a tweet from another chart analyst. It's DIY Investing, who also has a YouTube channel. One thing I learned trading the 2018 bear market and the current short-term bear trend now is that you're far better off if you don't fight the trend. We're all long-term bullish, but don't get chopped up on the retraces. 90% of you can't trade efficiently enough to profit. Okay, and there's actually stats on that, by the way. Last number I saw was more like 95% of traders lose money, so I decided I'm not going to be a part of that group. I don't care how to, I have no interest in learning how. I'm just a long-term holder. I think that fundamentals are ultimately going to matter the most, and for those that want to do it and are good at it, yay you if you're making money doing it, but not for Moon Labo. That's just not my cup of tea. Plus, tea tastes bad. Anyway, so here's a tweet from Crypto Bull, another chart analyst, and he wrote this. "I have zero doubt that XRP will reach new all-time highs and go to dollar amounts no one can even dream of right now. Good things come to those who are patient." And I appreciate the sentiment, so I thought I'd just kind of share that with you, even though it's not specifically citing what's going to be happening here in the short term. Hey man, like I just said, it's all about fundamentals. And people thought that there was a time when XRP would never break $1, and it almost went to $4. And that was without any notable amount of actual real-world utility. So where do you think this is going to go as adoption of the asset class and the ecosystem around XRP continues to be built out by developers, including Ripple? Where do you think that's going to go? No, I'm asking. Tell me. I think it's going to be good long-term, okay? All right, next. This is from a chart analyst named Wooston, who wrote this. Hot Bitcoin quick update. Tightening pattern almost over. In my humble opinion, the chances are 70% for a bull break and 30% for a bear break. And so he differs in terms of the odds of bull versus bear break compared to what Magic had to say. And we shall see. So there's another opinion there. All right, next. This is from you today. Bitcoin price may face bearish reversal to $5,500, that area, through long squeeze, says Analyst. So I want to cover part of this here. Let me just go a little bit further here. Here we go. With the Bitcoin having less than half a year ahead, Bitcoin is holding the $7,300 area at the moment. Even though a few days ago it managed to come close to the $8,000 mark, now analysts are tweeting that things may turn bearish here. The analyst at Bitcoin Einstein warns that after the price closed below the inside bar support at the $7,452 level, it is now highly likely that Bitcoin will resume a bearish trend and will be targeting the $5,500 area. Right? Yeah, let me go a little bit lower here. Okay, so then there's a subheading here. Is Bitcoin setting up for a long squeeze? Question mark. A crypto analyst, the Moon Carl, writes that on Bitfinex, a quick stacking up of Bitcoin longs is visible, and it is about to reach an all-time high. He believes that Bitcoin could be preparing for a long squeeze, which means further selling and a massive price drop. And there's the tweet on the screen right there referencing that. So, kind of negative sounding. But next, a little bit of positivity, right? And this is from dailyhodl.com. Plan B. Bitcoin on course for $100,000 after halving. Interesting indeed. So let's scroll down here. The latest outlook from the crypto analyst Plan B is going viral. The anonymous analyst says despite Bitcoin's wild ride in 2019, with highs approaching $14,000 and lows nearing $3,000, Bitcoin remains on course to hit $100,000 according to the much-hyped stock-to-flow ratio. He says Bitcoin's halving, which is likely to happen in May of next year, remains one of the strongest catalysts for the future growth of the leading cryptocurrency. And here's a quote. In my opinion, the run-up is not bearish at all. We are close to the stock-to-flow model value, like the last two halvings. The only thing that surprises me is why we don't see front-running. Right, and again, 5 months to go, right here. As for the timeline, Plan B says the model indicates $100,000 will likely happen between 2020 and 2023. Stock-to-flow measures the existing supply of Bitcoin against the amount of Bitcoin entering circulation. Analysts use it for commodities like gold to show how the scarcity or abundance of an asset is tied to its value. So what do you think? Any odds of Bitcoin hitting $100,000 in that time frame or ever? Feel free to drop a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. But that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!